You are welcome to another episode of LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. The government, which has by means of corruption and taking advantage of an unfair system been clearly having the upper hand against R. Kelly for the past few years, is now beginning to enjoy a little taste of their own medicine, as things are now looking a lot better for R. Kelly. And every single day that passes comes with new advancements that could see him wave goodbye to the North Carolina medium security prison very soon. We cannot deny the government did a good job amplifying R. Kelly's legal troubles to make him look most evil, but sadly for them, it's now game over as the world has already woken up to a new truth. We now know that this whole episode has been the handwork of the key stakeholders Sony and billionaire rapper Jay-Z, who have been haunting R. Kelly for years now, and that the government has only been a mouthpiece and the accuser's pawns in the bigger game of lock him up for life. This team of R. Kelly haters planned out everything, beginning with the documentary, which evidently received plenty of support from Sony itself, and it's not a coincidence that it was produced by Jay-Z's old-time lover and die-hard Dream Hampton, whose activist projects the famous rapper has always been funding. Sony supported this production to its core, that the corporation was willing to offer an entire TV channel to premiere it, and also got carried away enough to offer R. Kelly's own music controlled by Sony Records to be used between breaks and sometimes as background music. It's not possible that these could have been coincidences, for we all know Sony is always on the lookout for copyright infringements of this nature, but until today, no one has approached Lifetime with a claim. And this is because Sony owns Lifetime and therefore the production. One could easily imagine this was checkmate from the government and its funders, but it turns out, like they say, there is indeed no system without errors. In the process to sideline R. Kelly, the government forgot to take time and review what the law states when it comes to the statute of limitations. The process to send off the statute of limitations in Illinois started as early as 2017 and was concurrent with the making of the surviving R. Kelly docuseries. A perfect timing to coincide well with his arrest and subsequent indictment to follow, making everything look suspicious. It's no wonder the removal of this statute of limitations was finally signed off by the governor later on in 2019, the same year R. Kelly's ordeal started off with an arrest. With R. Kelly in custody and the statute of limitation no more, the funders of this malicious project were more than confident that this time they have R. Kelly right under their spell. What they forgot, though, was the non-retroactivity principle of law, which states that a law can only be applied to an act that occurred after the law was adopted. In fact, the government must have been too adamant to even realize that it was announced all over the media, how the reversal of the statute of limitations would only affect future crimes in Illinois and not those that occurred before the year 2017. They must have been busy anticipating R. Kelly in prison, and like that forgot to do their research and understand that the new update was not going to affect any allegations from the 90s, when the statute of limitations then suggested the accuser may litigate only before they turn 25 years old. There is no doubt therefore that R. Kelly will be acquitted when it comes to these particular charges, and as we speak, it's only a matter of when. There may be certain areas where the opinion of the appeal court judges will matter, but not when it comes to this clearly cut section of the law. We do not expect any sort of mixed feelings when it comes to these particular charges, and anyone would be saddened if they are not vacated by the appeal court. Regarding the relationship these rather timely updates to the law seem to have with the case against R. Kelly, it would in fact be something worthwhile to make a thorough investigation into the possibility that these people could have been preparing for the R. Kelly indictment, and affected the laws of the entire state just to lock up one man. What a huge coincidence to see that the process to send off this safeguard started in 2017, and Sony's Lifetime Television gave a green light to the infamous docuseries in 2018. Then R. Kelly was arrested in 2019. The same year the limitations removal was finalized, each moved with a 1-year difference. These 3 strategic moves made over the course of 3 years look like they were planned out by the one team which could have been assembled and briefed by Sony and everyone else backing it. Indeed, a thorough investigation ought to be carried out to expose this secret mission by Sony to use government as a weapon against R. Kelly, and to use the alleged accusers who featured in the documentary to destroy his reputation with all kinds of false allegations.
I didn't start having to ask R. Kelly for permission to eat and stuff until he actually moved me in the house. So as a fly-in, it was normal life. You know, if I go to the mall, he'll say he goes some mall money, go shopping. You know, I pretty much let him know where I'm at. Hey, Dad.
According to Ray Johnson, it does not require rocket science to establish the fact that the governor appended his final signature to this removal only several months before R. Kelly's court date, an indicator that he was only awaiting to be bankrolled by the stakeholders of the R. Kelly takedown project. Thankfully, attorney Bonjean, who knows exactly how the system works, is defending R. Kelly. The government will not survive this appeal. It's indeed a great opportunity for some of these bogus charges to be dropped. According to Lux, the music industry, and more so the main player Sony, is likely behind his sentencing too. That's why nobody in the music industry we hear got his back, yet they all know exactly what's going on. Indeed, this is how it all started with R. Kelly around 2017 to 2018. R. Kelly and his lawyers found out that the record label owed him hundreds of millions of dollars stemming from as early as the 90s. And when R. Kelly and his lawyers threatened to file a lawsuit against the record label Sony RCA for all his music masters and money owed to him, they decided to strike. Remember, R. Kelly wrote over 300 songs for white and black artists, and they all became #1 hits. That is only songs he wrote for other people, so imagine what his music catalog is worth when his own album's songs are included. Because the record label doesn't want to pay him back all the millions they owe him, they will do anything to keep it this way. They are fighting to keep him in jail so they won't have to pay his hundreds of millions in financial lawsuits, and now added to the list are defamation suits. These Sony guys don't really care about his alleged victims. All they want is to keep his money and leave him for dead. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to sashalfnmedia@gmail.com for scheduling. Thank you for watching today's video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.